Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Hand.
And I'm Kaido409.
And today we're going to continue the third class trial, Danganronpa.
Woohoo!
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice?
It's more like he's being hugged, but alright.
In that suit is not the culprit. How do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How'd you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo-Justice hurt. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond
Wait,
question.
if he already knew that he was called Robo-Justice, that's very suspicious.
I know, I just know.
Because I think that was on the blueprints too. Yeah, no, I already knew that he was involved in this, but yeah, that kind of hit that one home for me.
The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Well, even so, he could just be the one who hit him on the head, but that doesn't mean that he's the one who did everything else. Even so.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it before we rush to a verdict. Shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Yeah, man, I agree. I'm up in the top corner right here. And I agree with that.
Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about.
Then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So that was around 8 a.m.
Too early.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect.
I like how because of how many little characters we have left, like, Sakura's suddenly doing all the talking.
Not long after leaving the nurse's office.
Because before she, like, barely ever spoke, and now she's just doing all the talking.
She's a woman of few words, like Kyoko.
Yes. What's wrong? I saw a shadow! Something moved around the top of the stairs!
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Which isn't suspicious at all. You don't mind.
Okay. Celeste, what's wrong?
That was a rather intense scream coming from someone like you. I saw him! The strange costumed man! He ran off as soon as I screamed! I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down the hallway and disappeared!
and then,
Yeah! Huh?
What was that?
They came from downstairs. It must have been. Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
at that point we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
Or so we
That's
thought.
when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body has disappeared!
We rushed back to the nurse's
I
office.
like how we have to flashback for that one line.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found
Again,
the bodies, and we all
she's
headed
the one who
to the
mentioned it.
repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I like how obvious this one is.
The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions in what happened to Taka? I was sweating an awful lot, knowing to cover the 2 of these kids, I have to find them no matter what. Alrighty. Yeah, probably the rest watching him.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We
already
missed
know
again.
what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Alright.
So, regarding Taka's,
I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say
because of the numbering of the Justice.
It's
I
true
fucked
that
that up.
Hifumi was killed with just while Taka's
So it's obvious Taka came.
Shit.
so, regarding, I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was
We already
Oh,
know what
fuck,
order they were killed in. Taka
Ooh,
came
that's not
last.
good.
Wait, what do the stars mean below your hearts?
That's your focus gauge for the bullet time battles.
It's
Okay.
true that Hifumi
So it doesn't matter
was
here
killed
at all?
with Justice Hammer 3.
No, I don't think so.
Wait. Shit.
I have no idea what the answer is.
Yeah, me neither, and I'm
Like, I know what the answer is, but I don't know what the answer is.
Okay, so
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
he used to commit murder. Something about that was bothering me.
So,
Fucking white noise. Oh my god, my
Taka's
armor.
death,
I'm reaching
I
forward for
wonder
the
if
shift
he
key.
died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what
It's not the
order they were
message. I
killed in.
don't think it's a.
Taka came last
What makes you say
because of the numbering.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice while Taka's death came.
See? So it's
Oh my
obvious
God.
Taka came after.
The fucking white noise.
Do you know what it is then?
So,
No, I have like
I wonder
2.5
if he
hearts
died
yet.
before
I have 1 heart, so whatever I shoot at.
We already know what order they were killed in.
Shit.
Taka came last.
what makes you say that?
Gonna take a shot in the dark.
Numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was
Oh,
killed
I don't
with
think that
Justice
worked.
Hammer 3, while
I think I hit the noise.
So it's obvious Taka came.
I think whatever I'm gonna pick here is gonna fuck me up.
Regarding Taka's death,
I can't tell you what's right or what's wrong because I'm stuck too. Because every single time I get fucked by the white noise.
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that he put
Again, the noise too. What are you trying to do?
Obvious Taka came after.
Ah, nope, I fucked it up.
So,
No, wait, was it the white noise or did I do wrong? I can't tell anymore.
He died before, perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Come on.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice
That?
Hammers.
Keep fucking shooting the noise!
Okay, that's what I thought. Alright, you need... Okay, do you want me to tell you so you don't die?
Yes.
Okay,
please.
you need to memorize the order and then strike...
The other thing. That's what I was trying to do, but I guess
That's what I was trying to do for the past 5 fucking minutes.
that I kept missing. Okay, so I was on the right track. All right.
Yeah, no, you were correct.
What makes you say that?
Yes, come on.
Because of the numbering of the Justice.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, that was a pain in the ass.
It was what I was trying to do, but I was just like I can't do this for some reason.
There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
Yeah, the numbers are literally just there to make you think that.
That's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then.
Okay, this is a bit more obvious.
The wristwatch. I mean, if Taka was killed before Hifumi, I feel like it was something. Right. Oh. Shit. Can I do one of these?
Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh my god! I only have 1 health left. 1.5 of a health left. Because I misclicked.
Where's the double? Where's the dubs? I need the dubs. There we go.
God, I might get a game over.
Yeah, me too, but...
I have half a heart left because I misclicked on the hangman.
Oh, come on! Don't fucking... Okay, there we go.
Oh my god.
Okay, come on, an H. I need an H. No B. No L. H. There we go. There we are.
Now I understand.
Turns out I misspelled it.
Oh my god.
That would be embarrassing.
Well, no, like the game would have.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Yeah.
See? Look! It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer.
Oh no! All over! Keep me on sweating! Gotta keep sweating, sorry. Taka's irritated voice peels the air as he still pointedly at his watch with watch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that! Bedtime for all the little boys and girls!
Your fusion of those two voices is absolute beauty to my ears.
Then he must have been attacked.
How happy it is to yours.
this morning.
I love it.
His official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Oh shit, everyone's?
Because when
Alright.
he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Yeah! Huh?
What was that?
I came from downstairs. It must have been.
Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. He totally conked himself on the head. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. Actually, he probably did now that I think about it.
All together, except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body. That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway,
That's what I'm
we
good
all
at, man.
Solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then. Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway. In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
Well, it's a funny story, that one. Actually, I got up myself.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We can have gone for more than a minute or two, though.
So then, the killer was able to get in, move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
You seem to.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the
I like how he's like, that much weight?
short amount of time?
Those
Yeah.
shapes.
There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Shapefulness.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Aha.
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another... ghost! I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
Okay, you have to. He must be really good at playing dead then, because you'd think he'd be like, with that body of his, you'd think he'd be moving. Or perhaps, maybe that would be exactly why he looked like he wasn't moving at all.
It's possible.
Yeah,
Okay, this is gonna be fun. I can't fuck this up at all.
Is it really possible? Yeah, I don't think we, I can
Oh
either.
shit, okay.
Make your argument. Alright. Broken wristwatch. Different room, bloodstains, Celeste's account. Shit, what was her
Are
account?
you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found,
Okay, I got this.
and that is why the announcement was made.
No, the announcement was because they found
Really
Taka.
so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Yeah, the body's going. Yeah, okay.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is
Alright,
impossible.
so-
Hifumi was dead,
And you know that
I know what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to point out that the
along with the rest
the
of
discovery was like
Hifumi's dead body
Taka's.
had been found.
Let me
And
check something
that
for
is
you.
why the announcement was made.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Celeste's account is her and Hina going to the bathroom and then.
Okay, so I don't need any of the things.
That when we
No.
first found Hifumi and the nurse, there's a chance he was actually still alive.
I don't think it's the still alive
Hifumi
one.
was dead, and you know that shortly you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the announcement was.
Are we really so? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Wait, okay, so
Are you saying that
it's Celeste's line on thing, or the other way around?
It's the other way around. Kyoko's on Celeste.
Yeah, okay. I think that's the first instance of where you have to get a later one and then shoot it on an earlier one.
Yeah, because I did that in the trial beforehand, and it wasn't that way. It was the other way around. Yeah. Sometimes you'll have to do that. You'll have to repeat it.
Yeah, no, but I
because
think
you
this
gotta
is
get a later
the
one.
first time, so that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, it's wrong.
Alrighty. I figured it was something like that. I just hate how I can't get more hearts
Body
because
discovery announcement that was made.
You can only get them from the
intended
multiple
for
choice.
Hifumi?
that sucks.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Then I'm gonna have to verify with you before I do anything.
But that was also
Yeah.
the same time.
I only
that
have a half a
Taka's
heart
body
left, so
was
if I
found.
fuck up, I have to redo the whole thing.
That's right.
No, I have a full heart left. Does that mean I can make a mistake?
No.
Oh, okay.
So there's
Well,
a good
then
chance
whatever.
we made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Yes, go accusing the bear. That'll work
Say,
out for you.
Monokuma, Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty. He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
Even though when they found Hifumi's body again.
If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Second body discovery announcement. First time I played was when we found each body and new stuff in the equipment room. The second time was when... Wait, was it after Hifumi came back to life or when the bodies were rediscovered?
No, it was when the bodies were rediscovered,
Alright.
and then he came back and he died again.
Okay.
We heard it a second
I wasn't
time
sure,
in the
so-
repository when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
I like how they don't confirm if they're actually dead then. That's pretty good.
Well, they have no way of doing that.
Ding dong, ding dong! A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which may use however you like, the class trial will begin! Woo!
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
That's weird that he came
Wasn't
back to
actually
life somehow.
found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become
The
clear
glasses,
whether
isn't
he
it?
was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
This should be pretty sure Hifumi was still alive. Define it, show it to everyone. I'm guessing it's the glasses. Either the glasses or the cloth. Actually, it's probably the glasses first, and then the
Well,
cloth
here's
later.
one thing we do know.
I'm guessing it's the
The
glasses.
first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office.
Yes, that's true.
And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body
That's
disappeared.
pretty easy.
That's true.
And the next time we saw his body,
I'm just running through it, or
it was
letting it
in
run
the
first.
repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after
Okay, let me see.
moved,
Nothing changed?
other than the change in how it was positioned.
Shit,
I
fuck.
held the Celeste.
Okay.
Oh, did you click?
Okay, I clicked too early. God damn it. I was like, okay, she's gonna have a statement that says that nothing was changed, but she had 2 lines. God damn it.
Are you at half a heart again?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this trial.
No, she was like, oh, other than how nothing was positioned, but because I already had assumed that the next thing she was gonna say was the thing that I needed to shoot, I already shot, so...
Oh no.
God damn it. This is the worst. But we're getting through this.
This is the most nerve-wracking thing.
We're getting through this, though.
Proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood.
Oh, you know, Pepto-Bismol or whatever that stuff is.
Later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
The evidence I found in the nurse's office was purposely gives the hammer! The spotless hammer!
Yes, he used a hammer to clean his glasses, as you do.
Yes,
It was a
as you
glass
do.
cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the
Then Hifumi comes back to life, it's like, do not cartoons! How dare you!
This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess.
Surprised she remembered that.
I highly doubt.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, wow.
Would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. The only people here who wear glasses.
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Yeah, well,
This is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
God, you get
You're
them
not actually supposed to
scratched.
clean your glasses with tissues.
Yeah.
It belonged to Hifumi.
It's because paper is made from wood particles, which scratches your glasses.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
Oh, hero.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious
Surprised I
corpse-
didn't hear him walking away. Then again, the bathroom's pretty far, isn't it?
Copious corpse.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead,
That is funny because of alliteration and because she's not directly calling him fat, even though she is.
Alliteration appeal.
Yes.
was it paint or something?
It could have been because it was magenta.
This contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
Yeah, I was just
It
thinking
should
that.
be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Wait, what?
No, like if he was gonna go out of his way to dump the blood on himself, like wouldn't you take your glasses off first?
Yeah,
Because like,
probably.
yeah, like I don't know, like your glasses would probably still have blood on them, but not the amount that it had on him.
Actually, no, they wouldn't have blood on the outside, probably. Because
they'd
if
have
it
it on
would
the
run down
inside.
your face, then it would only be on the inside.
And it wouldn't have stained them that badly.
Yeah,
While
that's
we
it.
were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment.
Also, yeah, I got another half a heart back.
Me too,
Alright.
I have 2 hearts now,
That also
I have a
explains why the door to
heart
the
and a half.
repository got locked.
which is effectively a heart.
Yes.
The door was locked?
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means, when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
Yeah, well, we can't really punish him anymore for it now, can we?
Just can't believe it. If you're having
Knowing
trouble,
Monokuma,
would you
he'd
like
like
me to
take
show
his
you
corpse
one
and then
more piece of
execute the
evidence?
corpse.
So I'm being called, but fuck it, I'm gonna leave
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item
Yeah,
he
the
took off
note.
of Taka's lifeless body?
The thing Hifumi stole from Taka, could it be the Spotless Hammew? Every time! It was the note Hifumi had.
I got it!
It literally spelled it out for me.
Talking about the
What you
note
do?
I have 2.5 hearts
hidden
now.
away,
Okay.
aren't you?
That was a happy noise.
Note?
I couldn't
That's
tell.
right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
Ew.
In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now.
Well, it wasn't in his underwear, it was just in his pants.
Well, we hope that it wasn't there. In any case. I found a hole we may use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so please don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in
Are you guys talking about me? I'm not actually paying attention. I was just, you know, being on Twitter and whatever you kids do these days.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro.
it was
that
Taka.
person could only have been...
Me! It's Hifumi's pants!
Movie pants!
Some of these options, I swear to God.
So great.
Yes.
The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy! Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right? Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Man, this attack is seriously scary, but still. I can't let it get to me.
Oh shit! Oh shit! No! Please!
No, I know
Oh,
what
I
it
thought
is.
it was a bullet
I know what
time.
it is.
Oh
It's
my
the
God.
scrap. Wait, is it?
I thought it was a bullet time
This is when
battle.
I broken this white blue tar Hifumi's glass of Spotless Hammer. Wait, what?
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
Okay.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
I think that's it. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. Okay, now I thought we were gonna go into a bullet time battle for a minute. I was like, oh my god.
No,
Please no.
you're absolutely...
I don't have enough health for that. Please don't.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off.
Okay, seriously, everyone, can we stop being hung up on that?
He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Alright, it's a scrap. Who the hell knew he sold the... whatever. Spotless Hammew! Every time.
I was almost gonna use it.
I got it!
Really?
When I searched
Yeah,
Taka's
because you
body,
said it, and I was
I
hovering
saw that
over it,
his
and I was
lifeless
gonna
hand
right click,
gripping
and I was
the
like, wait a
scratch
minute.
on paper.
Oh my god.
I would have literally murdered your face.
That's just a running joke now.
Where this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Especially didn't try that before.
And Taka's strap. And Hifumi's note.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from its death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
Super involved?
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Oh, hero.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
Even though he wasn't, which was really weird, and I still don't know how they're gonna explain that one.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
A weapon?
Yeah. Because, I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Ooh, I think I know what time this is!
Hifumi was killed in the repository. The culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
God, Jill's one and like sprite or thing or whatever looks really weird to the back, but the spikes are coming out.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
Well, they didn't need to.
Personally, I haven't a clue. So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think
I was about to say, wait, attack Celeste, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh yeah, right.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then,
here we go.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi! The whole picture still in this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow I have to find the truth. Spotless Hammer! Spotless Hammer!
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
I like how I want to click the first one already with Spotless Hammer, but I don't want to jump
No,
the gun.
it's not the first one.
how was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers! And,
Was that it? Yeah, I think so. Alrighty.
the murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that.
Spotless Hammer!
Now, all the hammers in the repository...
Makoto, you can stop freaking out now.
...and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean. And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones.
And there's obviously 4 missing.
Even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the justice hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Whoever did that was the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume...
Well, of course you think that.
The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
Well, if you get a porn computer for him, maybe he will help you.
Together like that is simply ludicrous. We
Porn
talked about this, did we not?
Well, that's what he used it for. We talk about there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but... God damn it, I keep being called. Oh yeah, those are gonna help me a lot. Alright, so I have to suck one up.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that 2 people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us...
Oh, is it the same thing again? You have to use her statement on...
You have to use, you have to use the later statement for the earlier
okay.
statement.
In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
I'm surprised you can actually absorb statements through the white noise, or purple noise, or whatever we're calling it.
Oh, really? You can do that?
Yeah, because I just did it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Assuming the rule holds true.
Alright, that's what I figured. Break!
Since there were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that 2 people could act as each other's accomplices to commit 2 separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating 2.
Well, then everybody else got lucky they didn't get killed.
And it only looked like
Even though,
one
again, there's no
person,
reason to,
because
but
that's
still.
how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime.
How would voting work if there were 2 killers and 2 bodies?
I guess they would vote twice. I'd assume that both suspects would get...
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
Executed.
Yeah.
And then to avoid the no accomplices rule...
Or maybe they would have a second trial after the first thing, or...
Yeah, maybe.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
If what made you convince us that the two Morio's were the same, that was the main characteristic in this. Kyoko must have noticed that from the very beginning. Which is why she said to not look at it as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing. Although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
Shokyo manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions. In the end, murdered him. The basis until now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit.
I hope this is not a trick and you're supposed to select somebody who is suspicious, not looking at anyone in particular. Because I know who did it, so I'm just gonna go with that one, and hopefully it doesn't like be like, no, but she wasn't as like weird about it.
So I'm the suspicious individual
Okay, I don't think it
now,
did.
am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke?
The way the game makes you pick out the killer is like, it's heart-wrenching.
No, because I was like,
Like, not in this particular case, but
Yeah.
like,
but I was like, you know, like honestly, I'm wondering because in character, does he really already think that?
So what
Like,
you're saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit brain fat, lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
I like how she loses her accent.
Pardon-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior.
Yes, I like
that
how
was
she loses
common
her
only to the
accent.
two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Well, he said only Celeste and Hifumi have in common.
The screaming, I think. The paper hidden in Hifumi's pants! Or actually, wait, was it encountering the suspicious individual?
it was encountering.
Okay, yeah.
I thought it was screaming also. No, it's encountering.
I didn't actually pick the screaming.
I lost a heart for that.
Oh. I didn't actually pick it yet, so I didn't actually lose a heart, so that's good.
I didn't see the first option, so I just assumed you were right.
Firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Oh, sorry, Miss Phil.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I saw a shadow! Something moving around at the top of the stairs!
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
I like that pose she's still in as he's talking.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
That's you.
Okay. Celeste, what's wrong?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. Like, didn't I already say this like 5 times yet?
I feel like we've done this 1,000 times.
I saw him! That trained costumed man!
Again?
He ran off as soon as I screamed! I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared!
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
You know, for being such a good liar, this lie is very flimsy, I gotta say. Yeah!
Yeah?
What was that?
I came from downstairs! It must have been...
Let me guess, Hifumi.
Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is back, come on, we have to go back.
It was to get us to divide into 2 groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Then why don't we split up into 2 groups?
I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting.
Very well. Then Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I leave the captured or suspicious individuals to Toko, Byaki, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
She was the one who said that he was dead.
I was certainly not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Well, clearly he would have been murdered, though. He wouldn't have took a hammer to his own head.
Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
God.
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
Even uglier than Hifumi himself.
Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Of course
Don't
not.
bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking
I
about?
was about to say, are you gonna talk?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
You must be really enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're all going to die, just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too. but
She didn't know that Taka was dead.
Then pay attention.
I'm stunned you didn't
Sakura,
notice that
Toko,
right
and
away.
I were first
How?
to discover
Well, I
Taka's
noticed
body
everything
in the
else, though,
equipment
so I
room.
guess...
Yes.
Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
Of course you don't, man.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Yaki said that Celeste's comment doesn't make any sense.
What is he alluding to? Wait, why do I have to say it? I guess I'll make my argument, but... Okay, we have the account, so...
All I said was... They must really be enjoying this.
Well, not really.
Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened.
I need. Oh shit.
They
What?
must be positively
I'm at 2.5 hearts because I did it backwards.
We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
Alright,
That's
so...
all it takes.
I assume I have to fire those guys at something?
Obvious, isn't it? What was so strange?
No,
about
it's the
Celeste's
opposite.
comment?
Oh. Oh, so strange at those guys, then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. haven't-
I did it as I did those guys plus
They must
strange, and
really
it should be
enjoying the sight of us
strange
in
plus those guys.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten to that line yet, so...
That's all it takes.
Yeah, no, me
What
neither.
was
I
so
jumped the gun
strange
and
about
I-
Celeste's comment?
That's why I always let the thing run out first.
Yeah, no, I should have done
They
that
must
too.
really
I-
enjoy
Join us,
the
I'll sing.
sight of us. They must be. We are all going to. We are going to die, just like the.
No!
Alrighty. Let's do this!
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Didn't we just already come to this conclusion, though?
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then...
But the camera didn't have a timer.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely
Dong!
other explanations
I like
for
that
the
sound
one
effect,
you've
so.
offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanations? There wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. The other possibility is
Hifumi and the suspect are dancing. Hifumi is dragging the suspect away.
I got it! It's not a picture of
Hifumi and the
the
suspect had been
dragging
drinking.
Hifumi away.
Yes.
I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect
And then the
away.
suspect got a little excited.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Poor hero.
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Alright, well,
He was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
just think he can prove there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. Is that really possible?
oh boy. Let's see what we got. Costume, Spotless Hammew, message, blueprints. You haven't had anything with
Me
the
up in
blueprints
that
yet.
suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I
Oh
said,
shit, oh god, it's one of two things and I don't have the health to test it out.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious,
Oh,
there's
unconscious.
no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is
Oh, wait. Okay, no, I got it.
Away!
It is the costume on standing up straight, I think, but I'm gonna try it first.
Okay, tell me.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside, there's no way they could stand up.
No!
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Alright.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious,
That's what I thought too,
they
but I
could
don't want to
still
be wrong.
stand up like that. Because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Alright. You're up whenever you get to that.
You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
That's a face I haven't seen before.
Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame. Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Ah, she's spinning us right round, baby! Right round! Like a record!
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate? Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Again, you're up whenever.
Okay. Hey, Hifumi, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasu Hiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not?
What is that voice she's putting up there? Jeez, that was really high-pitched.
He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hatakure!
Right, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense.
Oh my god.
You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Well then I think we found out our next murder suspect.
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said for serious a lot.
That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say
I like how the
Hiro's
voice
name,
actors don't know how to
he
pronounce
would've said
Japanese
his
words.
Yes.
last name.
I just noticed that, but I wasn't gonna be like an asshole about it.
Like, it's just, it bothers me.
It's alright though.
Just his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Oh my god.
There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone.
Unless that's her real last name!
No. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, what? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me...
So I have to say that last name is very German for supposedly being French.
Sis still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it.
Oh jeez. Alrighty. This is Spotless Hammew. Okay, I don't think any of those clues are going to do anything for us.
He was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
Just
If
copy
there's
that.
one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is... Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
I like how that was upside down.
How long do you plan to go on?
Also, I already got it, so
Alright.
if you need help, let me know.
Pretending. It's the truth.
Wow! I just read one of the white noises.
You have no
What did it
way
say?
to contradict me.
Uh,
That's the only truth there is.
shit, it was,
Moron.
wait, there's no way to contradict. Oh, wait, what?
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to
Oh, wait. Oh, right. I get it. Okay.
Okay, cool. You got it. All right.
No, I haven't gotten it yet, but I know what to do. Just don't want to contradict me and shoot the hammer. Yeah. Oh. Shit, I missed.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, I only have 50 seconds left. Ah! I don't think I can do another round of this.
How long do you plan to go? I'm not pretending, and since you have no way to contradict
The what? No! I fucked up! No! No! Ah, shit. Wow, that text is really off-spaced. Well, let's watch the bad ending, and next time pick up where we left off.
Oh, shit.
I love how that's an instant game over. Woo!
Do you think anyone would not vote for Celeste at this point?
It's what appeared that the one with the most votes is Makoto!
That doesn't make any sense.
Why? Everyone would vote for Hero if they didn't. And also, everyone was gonna vote anyways, and they were gonna all vote for her. However,
yeah.
Makoto is not the blackened! Too bad! Looks like the real killer gets to graduate! Congratulations! They forgot the L to them! On the other hand...
No, it's a pun. Congratulations.
Oh, shit. Oh, yes. Okay, fair enough. I just didn't get that. Everyone else must now be punished!
Is this really the end for all of us?
Is this really it for us? Is it all over?
Would you give it another shot? Yeah, of course I want to give it another shot. I can't give up now, but I'm gonna have to, because this video has been long enough. So for now...
I have to go to class.
Yes. We're gonna thank you guys all for watching. We'll see you guys all next time when we're gonna finish up the trial. So... goodbye for now.
Bye.
Oh, bye.